welcome. We're live from Xi'an, China for the World Cyber Games 2019.
No, nice. They're all in the cliff. Onto the cliff. In the meanwhile, we've got Trace hiding in the back. He's going to be able to pick up the double kill.
Lich in trouble, he comes to Storm, no call was used defensively, tries to save the dome!
Oh no, they're not going to be able to do it!
Look at that! He's going to end the game on the corner, and we see on the core, and that's going to be game!
Welcome back, everyone, and we have 3 more games of Clash Royale coming your way. A 1v1 set between LGD and Immortals. Still no idea who's coming out yet, but some speculation to be had. Might be Lapakati coming out and throwing some mortar. Maybe we'll even see Crap come out and play some strange hog decks.
That would be very interesting. I really do believe it's going to be Lapakati. I think he tried to get him, get his feet wet before going into the big day that they have tomorrow. I think it's very important for him to come out and at least feel what it is like to play at WCG before he's in that very high-pressure situation.
Yeah, Lapo did have that big 2-0 game, or 2-0 set to open up, or to close things out for Immortals last time. So, you know, he's one of those guys where he's so young, but he still seems so comfortable in these big situations.
I know. I'll be honest. I love the BM that comes out from Lapakati. You saw it in that very first match that they played 2 days ago. So now bringing him out again, you got Royal ready to go. ACRF, they had a great set. So now Lapakati would be a great way to close out their day. On the other side of it, LGD, I really don't know who we're going to see, Rich. Maybe AUK. He's played, again, like I said earlier, 86 games this season.
Yeah, it's a big weight to put on one guy's shoulders, so maybe you give him a break at this point. Maybe he wants to get back up there and get the win. Also, XYD hasn't a chance to play today, so maybe we'll see him as well.
Yeah, that could be. XYD this season did okay in head-to-head play. It wasn't astounding, but he was at a nice 50% win rate, 60% overall when you include 2v2. So, yeah, maybe we'll see him come out, but we should be getting those players and bans very, very soon. And honestly, if we don't, Rich, I might just turn into a puddle.
Yeah, I actually had to go get iced coffee just so I would have some ice, also some energy, because this heat just saps you. You're like, I can beat the world until it all sweats out of me. So.
And a big, big shout out to our counterparts, Modic and Ashtax, who held it down for us today. Honestly, I don't think I would have been able to get through all 3 matches. And, you know, tomorrow we have all 3 on our shoulders, which we're very, very excited about. So, you know, a lot of love to those 2 gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm going to load up heavily on liquids tomorrow to make sure I can get all the way through and, you know, watch Team Liquid. Do it there, yeah.
There it is.
Can we get Team Ice out here, please? Because it is so wetty, let me tell you that. It's not just the heat, man, it's the humidity.
It really, really is. And here we go, the 3rd and final set. Who will be coming out?
And there we go. Loving this. AUK coming out for LGD, and it is Crap getting some head-to-head love to close things out today.
Yeah, Crap only has played 3 head-to-head games this entire season and only 5 1v1 games in his career at CRL. Head-to-head, King of the Hill excluded.
You know, AC does play a lot more head-to-head in the offseason. We saw a lot of it in Moreno, a lot of it in BGW.
Yeah.
He plays a lot of interesting off-meta stuff, so we'll see. He pulls out something like this today. I do like the AC play for a number of reasons. One, giving the guy some reps, but also not burning anything from Royal or Lapakati, who you expect might be the 1v1 players tomorrow.
Yeah, you know that's who's going to pop into either of the 1v1 sets. AC and RF will be hanging out in the 2v2, so I completely agree with you, Rich. I love this call.
And the Prince does not quite make it first minute down, and things pretty close, only about 12 or 11 HP separating the 2 guys.
And we've seen this deck that Crap is running a couple times, but the last card has been P.E.K.K.A. or it's been Inferno Dragon. It's been very surprising to see. So a high Goblin Hut, AUK just had nothing.
Yep, picked up that Bandit dash the last very second, and Goblin Cage down again for AC opposite side.
Things slowing down a little bit here.
Getting closer to double elixir time, and AUK, we have seen him go with this same construction for Goblin Giant, so we'll see if he's doing the same thing again. Look at that, a minor ban again from AUK here for this round, same as he did in the opening set today. So very curious about that one.
I mean, he probably just doesn't want a way to get to his spawners, Rich. It seems like that's something that he really is relying on in the first set and in the third set. So Miner being out of commission is a way to keep that safe. But right now, wow.
Yeah, no Miner, no problem for Crap taking that tower down with 45 seconds left. It's going to be a big uphill climb for AUK to be able to find a way through.
Yeah, and you mentioned earlier that AC plays a lot of head-to-head play or 1v1 in the off-season, and I've really enjoyed watching him at Moreno Cup, as he said, and honestly on his streams on Twitch. He's just such an entertaining young guy and a very, very talented head-to-head player. You just know you got to keep him in the 2v2 and competitively.
So this Prince now picked up by the Dark Prince. Crap, yeah, making it a little bit interesting there for a moment, but this should be game number one. And yes, it will be game number one going to AC against last season's MVP for CRL China.
Yeah, that is no small feat, taking down AUK. Now, he may not be as strong as he was last season, but he's not a guy that's ever going to roll over. You know, bringing him into that third and final set, LGD wanted to take that set home, but AC standing right in the way.
So game number one in the books for Crap, and you know, you can say what you want about AUK at this stage, but he still played well enough to be in the positive on win rate and to help put his team into the top three and make it here to Xi'an.
Yeah, and you talk about having that positive win rate with that many games played in such a competitive region. You know, China does have the not quote-unquote best team in the world, but they are the reigning world champions.
The reigning world champions, although they seem to have a lot to fix between now and our World Finals that should be, I believe, in December coming up this year. They have a lot of changes, a lot of go back to the drawing board and figure out what happened here at WCG.
I mean, it might be the exact thing that happened in opposite that would happen with NA and EU last season, where they looked unstoppable in the regular season, and when they went to the World Finals, they really didn't know how to handle the heat that was brought by their Asian counterparts.
Speaking of handling the heat, I'm just going to go ahead and do one of these real quick because, oh my word, I heard it's 33 to 36 degrees. I don't know what that means other than hot.
It is very, very hot. I'm pretty sure it's over 100 degrees for you guys back home in the States. And wearing these suits with all this going on, you got Moon's bandwagon walking around creating a lot of heat. You know, I really enjoy watching Moon play some Warcraft 3.
Yeah, Moon, one of the most famous players in Warcraft 3, drew huge crowds. Right opposite side of the camera, right in front of us. We've been watching him play in the down times, and everywhere he goes, he's like the Justin Bieber of gaming.
That is a very, very interesting and hilarious way of putting it. So now, game number 2 coming at you, and it looks like maybe some log bait from AUK. We have seen that Mega Knight Royal Giant deck. A lot of success in Grand Challenges and varied success here at WCG.
So this is very interesting. Going to see some potential, some bait here with the Goblin Cage mixed in. I don't know if we've seen it. Here we go, 3M for Crap. So let's have a little bit of fun here in this second game.
Yeah, why not? Three Musketeers kind of scraping their way back into the meta as of late.
Yeah, not being 10 Elixir anymore certainly helps.
And I think I'm happy with where they're laying right now with that slight drop delay. I think it's not an over nerf or an over buff. And, you know, I've definitely lost to it here and there, so strong enough.
3M EQ and Goblin Barrel goes out and...
Oh, wow.
Wow. So AC having some fun here, playing 3M Inferno Dragon triple spell.
What on earth am I looking at? Earthquake, Freeze, and Three Musketeers?
Oh, you haven't seen this before, Andrew?
No,
I can't believe it.
I know. I'm losing my touch, Rich.
And it's RG bait here for AUK, so we are going ham in game number 2.
I really like those bats to follow up the RG. AUK knew the Inferno Dragon was the best response to the Royal Giant, and he really protected it there for a moment.
And Brawl for Brawl in the middle. It is the blue Brawler who takes the slight victory. Princess now down for AUK.
I saw that in the Twitch chat. They were calling it the Brawler Box. I'll be honest, I kind of love it.
I do. I actually think that's phenomenal.
I really do. And the very high, very, very high Three Musketeers.
Well, I think at this stage, AC knows that there's no spell response to Three Musketeers that's going to cause him any significant problems, so he can play a little bit more loose with it.
and he earthquakes the Brawler. So AC just having a bit of fun now, gonna fall below, right above 400 HP on the left-hand tower.
Nice freeze, but
yeah.
Does he have anything right now? Barrel does come down just in time, and now you have a significant push going the opposite direction.
Yeah, I really like that. I mean, AUK kind of called Awcrap's bluff, and Awcrap had the freeze ready to go.
And now just loading up 3M on the left-hand side is AC. Skeleton's high to pick up that Dark Goblin. Still gets a couple shots on one of those Musketeers, and it's 3M
Wow.
Graveyard.
So maybe an Earthquake freeze here to take out that Princess. Oh no, just the freeze.
And it almost paid off, but a
Yeah.
nicely timed Scarby there for his opponent AUK, and the Goblin Barrel high.
Wow.
And, whoa, a Juke Barrel attempt from AUK picked up, and a King Tower activation.
Yeah, it actually pays off for Awcrap, that Juke Barrel there.
But the
Kind
Princess.
Yeah, just keeping him alive for a half second longer.
But look, there is, other than the barrel, there is no direct damage spell for AUK.
Uh-huh.
So this is very, very close. Freeze comes in. Goblin Barrel now played on defense.
Wow, he's really making this interesting in these final moments, Rich.
Princess down, and that's gonna be, oh no, Goblin Barrel just in time. This is so wild.
Now we're just waiting on that Goblin Barrel from AUK. Coming
Goblin
down.
Barrel down, Bar Barrel not, and Psycho Freeze playing defensively.
I am incredibly impressed by Awcrap right now, Rich. This is fascinating and somewhat hilarious.
And there goes the Royal Giant. Is there any way to stop this big guy at this moment? Goblin Cage picks it up. An Earthquake to slow down. Goblin Brawler now should support.
It will not, oh my gosh, Rich, it will not get a shot and a big push coming down.
Graveyard, this is so crazy. This is so crazy.
It feels like he's trolling him, but this is unbelievable.
Freeze comes in. Can the Skeletons beat Edwin Yarrett? I'm losing my mind for a second here, Andrew. I don't know what words are.
171, not quite enough. He needs to get back to both of his spells. Can he do it in time?
Double Dark Goblin. Princess opposite side. Bats come down in support. Earthquake comes down, but the Dark Goblin sneaks in with 49 HP. Andrew, that might be the most fun game we have seen this entire time.
I tried to turn around and look and see if I could see Awcrap and AUK because that was fascinating.
That was so much fun. I cannot wait to see what they do in game number 3, but if that was any indication, game 3 is going to be wild.
Awcrap was like a cockroach. AUK could just not take him out. The double Dark Goblin at the end, and honestly, it was the pop from the Brawler box that opened up that window for just a second.
Well, having no direct damage spell for AUK, and it did a great job keeping the pressure on, getting the Princess down, getting the Dark Goblins in. It just, Awcrap had to play perfectly to pick all of those things up in sequence, and just couldn't keep up with it in the end, but was able to hang on for a long time like a zombie out there.
I mean, you and I both thought he was going to go down maybe a minute sooner than he did. That was so very well played, and you talked about not having a spell, not having direct damage, direct tower damage from AUK, and that is the one thing about that very, very fun deck that you can find yourself struggling with towards the end of a game, because someone as good as AC is going to figure out, okay, I know your cycle, I know what you like to do, I know how you like to go Princess right at the river, all these things. The tricky Goblin Barrel was one of those moments for AUK that he probably could have sealed it up early on, but he went tricky and the Skellies pulled it and activated King Tower.
Yeah, that was wild, and a very, very nice pickup there from AC, recognizing the higher arc and getting that pickup with the Skeletons, and then, of course, the Royal Giant bait deck. The 3M Graveyard Freeze deck.
Just absolutely fascinating. And another thing that I loved defensively was the Earthquake on the Royal Giant when it was focused on the Goblin Cage. I got to stop calling it the other thing, or else I'm going to start calling that all the time.
Brawler box.
The Brawler. Stop. Get it out of my head. That and Beyond the Game are not going to leave my brain ever again.
Yeah, which would you rather have stuck in your head forever?
Brawler box, 100%.
Yeah, 100%.
10 times out of 10.
And here we go, game number 3. It's so far looking a little more meta. We'll see what happens.
Yep.
Now, Andrew, I can get Beyond the Game out of your head, but you won't let the cure.
No, I heard you do it yesterday to one of our fellow casters for Honor of Kings, and it's just cruel and sick punishment, my friend.
I'll let you take your headphones off before I help the stream get it done. So those two Barbarians do get on tower. Skeletons forced out for AC to pick them up. Giant going the opposite direction, and that Barbarian does a ton of work down to 1206, that left-hand tower for Awcrap.
Yeah, and AUK knowing that he can play very conservative defense with that Goblin Cage.
Bomber. Andrew, I have now seen everything. Bomber has been played at the professional level.
Bomber and E-Barbs have both been played by CRL West competitors this season. Will Bomber get a victory? You know, I'll be honest, there is a guy, and I can't remember his name, but he runs a Golem Mini P.E.K.K.A. Bomber deck at the top of ladder, and he makes it work.
I dislike him heavily right now. that would tilt me so hard to run into that if I were ever up in those high 7Ks.
Yeah. Don't worry, Rich. I'm not sure if either of us will ever get there. Unless they change the ladder system once again, then maybe we'll get up there.
So here we go, Dark Prince left-hand side, not going to get pulled the Bomber a little bit too far, and that's going to be a possible tower down here. One more swing, nope, not going to do it. The Bandit does her job, and now the Bomber throwing those
bombs.
Wow, throwing those bombs. Hey, for a second I was like, what else can I say besides bombs?
Yeah.
Nothing, they're just bombs. Just say bombs, Rich.
So AUK kind of putting the hurt on Crap right now. He's opted to just completely ignore the left-hand lane, try to salvage and take the right.
That's the right call here, Andrew. And now a lot behind this Giant, the Brawler. Not going to be enough. And look at this.
Wow. That Bomber is very tanked for, and he does a lot of damage. AC fires right back, Rich.
So here we go, final 30 seconds, and while AUK still does have the lead, it's Crap loading up, Giant in the pocket.
I'll be honest, I am looking forward very much to go talk to Crap after this game.
Wow, that Musketeer with the zap on top of it does so much down to 1593. We'll see how he deals with this onslaught coming the opposite direction.
Yeah. Bomber comes in, helps with the barbs for a second, but not long enough.
Giant picks up the aggro opposite lane. Things are very close, and it's 3M. It's quadruple Musketeer for AUK. You know, Andrew, I've been saving this for so many seasons. We didn't get the King to say it last year, but you know what? The best way to beat 3 Musketeers? 4 Musketeers.
There it is. Bingo, bango, bongo.
Bandit does connect, but another Bandit opposite coming down. And Bomber forced out on defense.
This is really looking like the 3-crown race, Rich. I mean, AC is technically in the lead on the King Tower now. Obviously, his Princess is hurting.
Giant comes in, keeps that Bomber alive, so push going opposite direction now. 3 Musketeers should be coming down soon. You know, he really can't put those 3M behind the King Tower anymore because that gives too much spell value at this stage.
It really honestly does. I mean, he can Fireball Zap, take care of all 3 Musketeers, and make a positive 3 elixir trade as well.
I don't know if AC has anything to deal with this charge. There you go, Zap to reset, Bandit down. Does not connect, just barely. And now a very healthy Giant with a Bomber Musketeer behind.
AC, once again, AUK does not know how to take him out of the game.
Big swing from the Giant, a minute 40 left in this game.
And I really like that interaction there. He surrounded the Dark Prince with the Skellies to preserve the health of the Bomber for just a second longer. Very nice.
Wow, that's a great fireball from Crap. AUK to trying to get the pressure on that left-hand side. Cannot break through. That's a big Barbarian swing, but now Giant, Bandit, Musketeer, and the 3M come out and zap very quickly.
A nice high Goblin Cage there to preserve the health of those 2 Musketeers, but they will fall right now.
Cycle back to that fireball very quickly, and that's one big shot from the Musketeer.
687 on AUK's King Tower. AC only has 4 elixir to deal with this push.
And there you go, Zap comes out. Bomber trying to help. Skeletons to distract. Bomber still alive.
This is fascinating, Rich. 2 games in a row. I could not be more impressed with the gameplay from Crap. This is absolutely astounding. Now, AUK is doing very well, but he's also a specialist in 1v1.
That's 2 big shots from the Brawler on the right-hand side on a 421 is the tower of Crap. That Giant not going to make it to King Tower, so things getting very tight. Final 30 seconds.
Once again, AUK not having a lot of direct damage, only the snowball to deal with direct tower damage.
A great Musketeer from AUK to open up the lane. This should be it. Fireball comes in, down to 9 HP. Snowball will finish it.
And there it is, AUK coming out on top 2-1 over Crap. who was honestly having the most fun in that set with his deck choice.
Yeah, you know what, Andrew? I'm going to make a big mistake and go home and play those decks today, and it's gonna go horrifically for me.
It will go so poorly. I mean, that's another thing you really got to tip your hat to is you try to run these decks the way that AC did against someone like AUK. I mean, even a classic challenge, I bet I get maybe 2 wins. Maybe.
Yeah, the 3M Graveyard Freeze deck. Yeah, get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Not gonna happen for me, but a lot of fun here had between AUK and crap. Can't wait to go find out more about those deck choices from AC, but that's going to be it for the first 3 days for the round robin session. We are heading into, let's take a look at our standings here for a second. Asia with the big, I don't know if anyone put Asia in this position as being the top team, but they proved it this time around.
Yeah, 12 total points there, and the huge surprise at the bottom of the charts, China, 0 points, and of course CRL West squeaking themselves in by 9 points over China. We will be watching Asia and West go head-to-head, and once again, that is SK and GameWith, Chaos Theory and Immortals, and of course Team Liquid getting Ponos. That's
going to be fascinating. You gotta wonder who Ponos will come out with for the 2v2 against Liquid.
Yeah.
You know, it's going to be Surge and Canario. Does Ponos put Meek and Booyah and Tengod in, or do they go with their other duo?
Yeah, which is Rad and
Reiki
Jones. So we'll see a lot of questions to be answered for tomorrow. I'm going to go take an ice bath, Rich. I don't know about you.
I'm going to join you. I know we're going to get really, really close because I think that wherever the ice is where I'm going right now. I'm Rich Slayton. That's Andrew Guy. This is the World Cyber Games. We will see you tomorrow with the finals.
Nope.
I guess
apparently not. We're just going to keep smiling at the camera now. So, again, Chaos Theory and Immortals tomorrow. The big story with Immortals staying in is that, oh yeah, their former teammate. You wonder what that's like when you have your former teammate helping with the coaching of your opponents. That is someone that has a lot of insider information.
Yeah, that is a really, really big point, and I got some other insider information that Immortals has been a little naughty, and they've been scrimming with Oh Yeah. They've been drilling with Oh Yeah a little bit, and so that's going to be really interesting to see if they've inadvertently given away some information.
And one thing I heard about Oh Yeah is that him and Benzer will play a best of 10, and it'll go either way, just depending on the day. So a guy that does not get a lot of credit, and someone in Benzer who is reveled as maybe one of the best players, if not the best head-to-head player in Asia. So very, very surprising information there about Oh Yeah. Will we see him in that first or third set?
So now, here we go. We are actually out. I'm Rich Slayton. That's Andrew Guy. We will see you tomorrow for the finals of World Cyber Games Clash Royale.